Next up, we've got Curtis Razor Blaydes versus Rizvan Kuniev. This one should be a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis Blaydes, I don't have Angelo's notes in front of me, but I bet it says something about him being a high-level wrestler who's really kind of gotten away from the wrestling lately, really kind of letting those hands go, and he's kind of paid for the striking in a couple of fights there, especially that last fight versus Tom Aspinall, where he actually had a little bit of success early, but then ultimately got caught with that left hand from Tom Aspinall, which really dropped him to the ground. I don't know the other guy's Kizriev, what the fuck, you deleted the slide, so I can't remember his name, but coming off the Contender Series win where not a lot happened in the fight, but he was ultimately able to walk forward and get that TKO victory. Curtis Blaydes, he's been there, done that, fought top competition against a UFC debutant. I have to imagine that Curtis Blaydes, even if he doesn't need to go to the wrestling against the Dagestani, he probably should be able to get those takedowns, but it's going to be the hand speed, the power of Curtis Blaydes versus the Kuniev striking Dagestani. Now, we have to remember he has been chinned, he has been hurt, so trusting a guy like Curtis Blaydes at the minus 350 price point, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but as we say, picks and bets are completely separate, so while I'm picking Curtis Blaydes, not probably going to bet him, not probably going to play him in DraftKings, but could be an interesting fight, couple of heavyweights. We don't get heavyweight fights often. What do you think?
All right. Well, sorry about that. Full lightning strike. Kicked out the power for a second. I do need a UPC backup here, or UPS backup, so that doesn't happen. But either way, Jacob's breakdown was in character. I don't know why, but this is an interesting matchup because we have a couple of heavyweights to round out. What are we laughing at?
Well, it's funny when I do like your fake over-the-top script to make
and then
fun
I
of you,
just do the exact same thing. Yeah.
Literally, here we go. Listen, tell me it's not exactly what I said. Go ahead.
We got Curtis Blaydes, 18-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that interim title loss to Tom Aspinall, taking on Rizvan Kuniev, 13-2 in his career, 4-0-1 in his last 5, with one no contest being a steroid overturning. Jacob said it. Curtis Blaydes is known for his wrestling. I used to break him down years ago. And I would say he was a heavyweight who wrestled like a welterweight. Those were the exact words in my notes because he would lower his level, shoot a double, run right through you. He is no longer doing that. Now he's a guy that wants to stand there, bomb away, try to find some power. Problem is his chin doesn't always allow him to find the power. Was knocked out by Aspinall. He was knocked out by Pavlovic. And he hasn't shot a single takedown in, Jacob, take a guess how long it's been since he shot a takedown.
I don't give a fuck because I got a text from you that just says, I'm coming.
I sent that, first of all, it's C-O-M-I-N-G. Okay? Spelling matters. And I sent it while...
Yeah, you literally just randomly leave the screen, the stream, and you send me a text that says, I'm coming. Okay. I think that's TOS or something.
TOS. Anyway... Point being, Curtis Blaydes hasn't shot a single takedown in 3 years, and this is a weird fight where he may not need to, but he may want to because he's taking on Rizvan Kuniev, former steroid user. That's confirmed. Failed the test. That's not subjective. That's, I see, C-O-M-I-N-G. And this former steroid user was building a nice little career for himself. He was in PFL, or had a win over PFL champion Renan Fajeda. Seemingly pretty clean now. You can see it in the love handles. Juice or no juice, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to come forward, throw wild, close that distance, try to get you against the cage, and grapple you. He's got decent leg kicks, but he likes winging punches from the hip. When he closes the distance, he's going to look to grind you to the cage, work you to the ground. On top, he's got good control. He is coming off that Contender Series win with a nice little punch there. I was hoping coming into this fight that I could full-flame Curtis Blaydes. Like, oh, he's fighting a big Russian. This is going to be great. We watched him get taken down 100 times in 5 minutes by Jalton Almeida. But that's not the Russian we got. He wants to strike. And if Kuniev does wrestle, it's just push you against the cage and try to drag you down. Curtis should win this fight. And the only reason he's not a minus an 800 favorite is because of the questionable chin. Because in 2025, all we have seen are pretty good favorites balloon up to massive favorites. Carlos Leal is minus 800. Last week, we had 4 different fighters that were minus 600. And that's all we're seeing this year. And Curtis Blaydes, number 5 in the world, taking on a UFC debut. A guy who just fought for the title, Curtis Blaydes, is only basically a 3-1 favorite. That's because people don't trust his chin, and I totally get it. Curtis Blaydes is going to be the pick, but I don't think I trust his chin enough to do anything with that information. I know you did your breakdown, but are you worried about his chin? Like, are you going to bet on him? You trust him enough?
Well, Angelo, I say, pick the bet. Angelo, hella zesty. I agree.
Who the fuck said that? What the fuck, dude? Oh, this guy's a fucking dweeb that's been railroading all night. Anyway, $9,100 in DraftKings Fantasy for Curtis Blaydes. I'm not going to do it. Because, yes, he's got good striking. He's got good wrestling. We haven't seen the wrestling in 3 years. I don't know why.
Is the Elton John of sports bets.
An all-time great? Okay. Where's the insult in that? What do you think he means?
I think he means you're homosexual.
An icon of the community. A guy, a legend.
Elton
he has
John
sold out. He's sold out Madison Square Garden more than anybody, or unless I'm confusing him with Billy Joel.
That's Billy Joel. Come on.
God damn it. Anyway, Elton John's a legend.
Elton John was the whole reason everyone knew, left or right ear with the, it's like, oh, you look at a picture of Elton. You fucking got to go left ear. I mean,
and then his other example was Freddie Mercury, another legend with hits.
Listen, hey, we're not going to disparage Freddie, okay? We can talk about Elton. We're not going to be fucking talking about Freddie. Freddie's the greatest singer of all time. I fucking love Freddie Mercury.
Well, there we go. Great movie, too. I actually didn't see the movie. Anyway, Curtis Blaydes.
I mean, you just lie. What are you about to do a breakdown? You already did the breakdown 3 times.
Oh, let me finish. Let's say Curtis Blaydes is our pick. And if you want to check out any picks, bets, tools, or everything else that we have to offer, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. At the top, maybe with the premium money, I'll buy a UPS battery backup to make sure this power shit doesn't happen again.
This crowd, baby.